Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another video. First things first, guys, make sure you smash the like, subscribe if you're new around here, and as always, leave your thoughts in the comments below. And in today's video, I'm going to be discussing Mauricio Pochettino and his future and why I believe he will be staying next season and why it is the right decision for that to happen. We're enjoying somewhat of a bit of a late season resurgence. Marc Cucurella inverting into midfield at halftime against Aston Villa has seen us take 7 points from 9 against Villa, Spurs and West Ham, back-to-back clean sheets in the Spurs and West Ham games, and things seem to be looking like they're starting to come together, although it might feel like it's a little bit too little, too late kind of situation here. But, I think the most important thing to realise here is that I see a lot of people just attributing this upturn in form to the tactical switch. And yes, since that tactical switch, we have absolutely made progress and look a different team, as Cucurella looks a totally different player. But it's disingenuous and quite frankly wrong to state that, the progress that has been made since the start of this calendar year and us being in 7th is down to 3 games of Cucurella inverting. It's simply a really, really short-sighted, poor take. And I'll prove why that is. Look, we know the first half of the season was really, really disappointing. Really disappointing. Lost way too many games. Things just weren't happening for us. But since the turn of the year, and I know sometimes with some of the results like the Sheffield United and the Burnley draws and whatnot, and a defeat at Anfield and a defeat against Wolves and stuff, it makes you feel like not much progress has been made. But actually, you bring this up now. I know it's a little bit difficult to see, but since the turn of the year, Chelsea have taken 29 points, right? Lost 3 games this calendar year, the same amount as Liverpool, 1 less than Arsenal. And only the top 3, who are comfortably the 3 best sides in the league by some distance, in my opinion, are the only sides that have taken more points than us. So, you can point to the fact that, we've only improved in the last 3 games. The facts are there. This improvement is not just the last 3 games. Yes, the last 3 games have been very good, and the tactical switch has worked wonders and pushed us on another level, 100%. But, the facts are there. Since the turn of the year, we have been the 4th best team in the league, and only the top 3 have been better than us. You can have your own opinions, but you cannot pick your own facts here, guys. These are the facts. We are the 4th best team this calendar year. And you can point out, oh, yeah, but you've had about who's played who or whatever. You can only beat what's in front of you. You don't pick the fixtures. You don't choose who to play when. That's done for you. And all you can do is beat what's in front of you. And since the turn of the calendar year, we have been doing very well. Of course it's not where Chelsea want to be. Of course it's not. I totally get that. But we have done a lot better than people are realizing, and people are still trying to say to me that Chelsea are regressing. We scored 17 goals in our last 4 home games. 1 defeat, guys, in the last 18 home games across all competitions. We've suffered 1 defeat in our last 12 Premier League games, home and away. And this is supposed to be, progress has only been made in the last 3 games. Come on, guys. Come on. Pull the wool away from your eyes. Drop your agendas. Whether you like the manager or not, Chelsea are making progress this year and have done since the turn of the year. And it's about time that people started admitting it and acknowledging it. Pochettino has been far from perfect, absolutely far from perfect. I've criticised him a lot this season for a number of things that he has not done well enough. But the reality of the situation now for me is, with the options for managerial replacements whittling down, and Ruben Amorim announcing he's staying, De Zerbi giving his intentions to stay at Brighton, there are very few viable alternatives out there that are going to be a clear upgrade, which, if Chelsea were to make a managerial change, is what they would need to be doing. Clear upgrade. I'm talking about going from iPhone 10 to iPhone 15. I'm not talking about going from an iPhone 15 Pro to a Pro Max. No, negligible difference. You're not going to notice very much different. You need to be making a big upgrade, and those big upgrade managers simply are not there. We had, before the West Ham game, David Ornstein stating that the following managers will not be taking over. Obviously, we know about Ruben Amorim. He's subsequently confirmed, I think yesterday, that he'll be staying at Sporting Lisbon. Hansi Flick's a no, and obviously Mourinho and Conte are no's, as we would expect. Thomas Tuchel is not returning, guys. Those people that are on the Thomas Tuchel bandwagon. Oh, let's bring him back, bring him home. Guys, he's gone, finished, done. We'll be forever grateful for what he did for this football club. He's not coming back. It's not happening. So the sooner people forget about that, the better. And I think there's a massive problem amongst this fan base, not everyone, but there's a massive problem that so many fans have got this shiny object syndrome. Oh, Amarim's going to be the guy that transforms Chelsea. Oh, no, it's going to be De Zerbi. It's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. Rather than thinking, actually, do you know what? At some point, we're going to have to back a manager through a difficult spell and get through to the other side. At some point, that's going to have to happen. How many times can we constantly sit here and go, oh, manager's got to go. Manager's got to go. First time we go for a bad run of form. Need a new manager. I look at it now and you could say that, we are within touching distance of a top 6 finish. There's still work to be done. We haven't got there yet. We need to win our last 3 games and hope that Newcastle drop points, but we're within touching distance of a top 6 finish. And, if that were to happen and you make a cup final and a cup semi-final, which, yes, okay, we lost both of them, but we were unlucky in those games and we competed very well. That is progress as a season. Does it go down as a successful season? No, because success is always about winning titles at Chelsea. That's what success is. But you cannot tell me that is not progress being made. If we secure a top 6 finish and with the cup final and the cup semi-final, that is progress. Yes, it's not where the club want to be, but it's a step in the right direction from finishing 12th and being knocked out in the 3rd round of both cups last season. Pochettino deserves credit for the work that he's done. We're all very quick to jump on his back and criticize him when about the things he's not done well. He deserves credit for the things that he has done well. Finally showing a willingness to implement tactical change, which is making a difference. Building a togetherness at Chelsea. There is a massive togetherness between this squad. Everyone's happy to be at the football club. Everyone wants to be there. The players speak very highly of the manager. They all want him to stay. And you can say, oh, yeah, but they have to say that. They don't have to say anything whatsoever. They don't have to say anything whatsoever. You can see that, he empowers them. He's developing them well. He's very good at man management. Whatever you think of his tactics, his man management is very, very good. And these players are receptive to that and responding to that. And I think too many people forget that Chelsea are a work in progress. And even though we're now starting to see glimpses of what this team's capable of, yes, of course, there's still a long way to go. There's going to be more ups and downs along the ways, but the positive signs are there. And we are on an upward trajectory, and the fundamentals are definitely being put in place. We're starting to see a team with an identity, a team with a personality, and a team with a hunger to be successful. It's very hard not to feel positive about this group. We're absolutely not where we want to be, but things are finally starting to click, and it's vital that we finish the season on a high and secure that top 6 finish. This club right now needs continuity more than anything. There has been so much upheaval over the last 2 years with ownership, playing staff, directors, management, coaches. From top to bottom, everything's changed. And for me, the last thing this football club needs is another change of manager. We cannot rip things up and start again. A 4th manager in 2 years. It's just setting the club backwards. It really is. And I think, do you know what? For me, Pochettino has done enough this season, in my view, providing we secure a top 6 finish, that he warrants staying next season. Another year with this group, another year to push forward and develop. And you cannot tell me that with the right pieces of the jigsaw puzzle added in the summer, with key players being fit for the majority of the season, that Chelsea will not be a vastly better team next season. I stand by my claim that if we had had Nkunku fit for most of the season, Reece James fit for most of the season, despite how well Malo Gusto's done, if we'd had our key players available for the majority of the season, we would have been pushing Aston Villa for that 4th place. We really would have done. We're not a million miles behind Tottenham. You can point to those draws with Burnley and Sheffield United, which are totally unacceptable and, could have cost us a top 5 finish. No doubt about it. But we are making progress. And I just feel to start again, introduce this group to yet another new management, another new way of working, more new ideas is quite frankly the last thing we need. And it would be sort of sabotage on the club's behalf. It really could. Just as we're starting to show signs of becoming a pretty decent team, let's press the eject button and start again. This team's maturing. You can see it in the way they're playing. Players like Madueke are maturing. You see for the Jackson goal, the fact that he rather than taking a shot, he passes it. Earlier in the season, that would have been a shot at goal and maybe resulted in a miss. If that was a certain Raheem Sterling, that would have been a shot at goal and would have cost us a goal. Do you know what I mean? This team is maturing. There are signs of positivity. And while the manager does have a lot of improving to do, the lack of viable alternatives out there, the desperate need for continuity at this football club suggests to me that the best course of action that Chelsea could possibly take is to continue with Mauricio Pochettino, providing he wants to continue, because no one else is out there that is a significant upgrade. All the managers that people talk about have now confirmed they're staying, or they're going to look to potentially go elsewhere. We need stability. Just stick with him for another year, reassess in 2025, and then if there's better options available then, and it's not gone the way you thought it would go, then reassess and make a change then. But making a change every single year is not helpful. And actually, rather than pushing the club along, it is setting us back. So for me, those are the reasons why the manager should be staying next season. I think it's imperative that he does stay. And, hopefully we can push on and make progress next season. I absolutely believe there is a lot of progress to be made next season with the right players added and with players coming back to fitness and having the bulk of a squad to choose from. Ultimately, we have produced, football that is possibly good enough for the top four with multiple key players out injured. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. And it's about learning to walk before you can run. Yes, I get it. Trust the process and all this is boring to hear and whatnot. But ultimately, people don't want to hear it. You just have to be patient. And there are signs of improvement now. And I think to just rip that all up and start again because a load of the fans are crying for the next shiny object who they don't really know anything about whatsoever and think things are going to be magically better. They aren't. The grass isn't always greener, people. It's as simple as that. And football will humble you, because I can guarantee if a new manager comes in and when we have a bad run of form, which we will, they'll all be calling for his head to go. You've got to have a little bit of patience, back a manager for a difficult period, and that's what we need to do. And Pochettino, for me, deserves one more season. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I know there's going to be a lot of people disagreeing with me, but smash the likes as always. Subscribe if you're new around here. I'll catch you again in another one soon. Up the Chelsea, and peace out, people.